Applying labels and stickers seems like a very simple process, and it totally is, but taking a little bit of extra time and energy to make sure it's done right could save you a whole world of trouble later on. A really well-designed or well-printed sticker can be completely wasted if it's applied and has bubbling, creasing, folding, or is going through too much wear and tear over time. I'm Dan, and in this video we're going to be going over the best label application method so that you can get a good, clean, eye-catching look every single time. Let's take a look. Whether you're printing your labels on sheets at home or you're ordering them custom printed, choosing the right size, shape, and material is totally essential. When choosing labels, make sure to go with the shape that complements the product or surface you're working with. If your design looks out of place, it could throw off potential buyers and hurt your brand image. Still, while you're browsing for the right shape, try to find something unique and interesting that complements your project while making it stand out from the rest. Measuring the surface your label's for is an important step to take early on. If your labels are too small, the graphics and text on your design could be too small or intricate for customers to read. If they're too big, they might not fit on your surface or product. So just taking a ruler and measuring your surface if you haven't bought your labels yet is a great idea. We have a free printable ruler for any curved or irregular surfaces you can find in the description below. Material is another crucial element of this process. Depending on the goals of your project, going with materials that have a lot of character like metallic gloss or brown craft is a great way to add some originality to the prints. And if you're working with an especially smooth or flexible surface, or you're expecting your labels to go into extreme conditions, you might need to print on a more durable material like BOP or any of our water and weather resistant options. Depending on where your label's going, deciding when to apply your label can actually be pretty important. For example, if you're pouring melted wax into a candle jar, the heat inside the container could melt the adhesive on the outside. If you're labeling frozen items, do so before frost can make your surface too wet or cold for application. Generally, just try to keep your label away from any extreme conditions that could damage the adhesive or hurt your design. Before you start applying, make sure you're working in a clean space. It's also a good idea to wash your hands before applying. The natural oils from our fingers can interfere with the label's adhesive backing. This is another good way to make sure dirt stays out of the picture too. Labels will always stick better to a clean surface, so you should be ready to use some rubbing alcohol, cleaning solution, or just some soap and water to clean off your label's destination. This will pay off well in the long run. If your surface is too smooth, you can use fine sandpaper or emery cloth to lightly rub some texture into it. This makes a big difference in the longevity of your labels and stickers. Here's a tip. Once you've labeled your first perfect item and it looks just how you want it, set it aside to use it as a reference for the rest of your applications. When you're doing this by hand, the work can get repetitive, so make sure you're giving all your items the same treatment. For business owners, attention to consistency like this is really important to making sure your brand keeps a professional and high-value look. Now it's time to apply your labels. Keeping your label centered and straightened is key here. First, just stabilize your container or your surface. This is really crucial if you're working with a round container too, which could roll or shift during the process and damage your placement. Find a way to secure your containers so you have maximum stability. Be mindful when peeling your labels too. During this part of the process, it's important to make sure your prints don't crease or fold, especially if they're larger or printed on a thin material. Always pinch your label and peel away from the backing sheet, not the other way around. This makes sure the rest of your sheet stays in good condition and avoids curling. Now that you have your label, start by applying its center. You can use your finger to secure the middle and then move your fingers outward to secure the edges, moving away from the center as you press the adhesive against your surface. This helps you avoid those little air bubbles that get under your labels, which pretty much always looks unsatisfying and unprofessional. Let's check out this week's customer creation. These animal-shaped, nature-themed Montana stickers are really cool. I specifically love that they're printed on a waterproof material because it shows that they went the extra mile, knowing that this design was a little outdoorsy themed, and that a lot of the people buying it would be going on hikes and doing other things in harsh conditions. Someone who buys a label like this might need a little bit more durability. Check out the link in the description and submit your design for $10 off your next order. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, hit like. If you want to see more helpful label-related content, make sure to subscribe for more, and we'll see you again next time.